What's up, folks? My name's Ben. I ride a 2004 Harley Davidson lowrider, fuel injected. And the other day I started having some issues where the bike would just die. It sounded like it was running out of gas. The bike is 18 years old, has 3,000 miles. And I was like, what is wrong with this thing? It has an S&S air cleaner on it and a 2-in-1 Thunderheader exhaust. So it also has a Power Commander 5. And I was like, man, what is going on? Why is it running out of gas? I thought it could be an electrical issue. I kept getting some error codes, P1353 and P1356, which is incorrect ion sensing and misfire on your rear cylinder. This occurred for quite a while. I replaced the plugs, I replaced the plug wires, I made sure they were gapped correctly. Couldn't figure it out. Battery was completely fine. And it was weird. It was like the battery wouldn't, it's not like the ground wasn't tight enough or something. I hear that a lot as well. I did a lot of research, and a lot of people say that it's your fuel line, it gets old, it cracks, and then your fuel line won't stay pressurized. So I went ahead and tore into my fuel tank and started digging around, and come to find out the fuel sock on the bottom of the fuel pump had completely disintegrated and been sucked through the fuel pump. So it was pretty gummed up in the filter. I was just gonna replace the filter and the pressure regulator. However, Quantum Fuel Systems had a kit that came with the regulator, the fuel filter, all new lines, the whole shebang for about $100 and a new fuel pump. So I was like, you know what, while I'm doing it, I might as well do it all. So today I'm gonna do an install for you guys on this Quantum Fuel Systems, and I'll drop the link in the comments or in the description of the video for you guys. And again, this is for a 2004 Harley Davidson lowrider fuel injector. Also figured I'd give you guys a look. This is how I found out that the fuel sock was missing, other than just realizing it wasn't on the bottom. That is the old fuel sock in my fuel filter. So I don't think this bike was getting a lot of fuel, which probably is the root cause of the problem I was having. So, yep. So folks, as mentioned, this is basically the fuel housing. Like I said, I've already taken it apart, but I'm gonna kind of take the fuel pump out, show you how it goes in, all that grand stuff. So what we're gonna do here is just gonna grab these, squeeze them. This little bottom part of the housing should just pop right off. Save all of that, does not come in the kit. Go ahead and pop all this out. Bada bang, bada boom. There's your fuel pump. You're also going to save that guy right there, that little rubber grommet, and pop him off. It's going to go in to the top. All right, so that is my fuel pump. Like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with the fuel pump, but you know, the kit came with it, so you might as well replace it. So now what we're going to do is, something also I just realized, what we'll have to do is remove this little fitting, throw it on that fuel pump there, my fuel pump hose. So this thing's pretty old. I'll probably just cut it off. Might snap it off, we'll see. All right, folks, so on, it's gonna feed through. It should pop in there. Have to give it a little wiggle. Pops right in just like so. All right, now what you want to do is you're going to take this guy right here. What you're going to do is you're going to want to make sure you've got your fuel pump turned. It's looking like you're going to want it turned a little bit around. Turn just like that. Here's where the inlet is. Oops. Like so. Pop that puppy back on. Oops. Sorry, folks. Just gonna have to work it till you get it in the right location, in the right locale. like so. So, like that. You can pop the cap off the bottom of the fuel pump, if I can get it. Promise you I'll be able to get it. See, there you go. Now it's open, ready to suck some gas. But this thing should have a little bit of wiggle, I guess. I mean, yeah, it should. Shouldn't be an issue with that. Now what you're gonna do is this baby's gonna pop back in. Before we do that though, I'm gonna put the fuel pressure regulator in this little housing right here. All right, folks, so I popped those two together, and I also threw the fuel sock on the bottom of it there. It just slides into these little clips, just clip right into the bottom of the housing. Just make sure you press it onto the bottom of the pump. All right, that's what it looks like. And now we just got the fuel filter on, and then the rest of the housing. And then this is all put back together, and then we'll just install it on the bike. All right, folks, so this is it completely assembled. As you can see here, here's the fuel sock. Here's the housing with the new pump installed. And then the hose from the regulator, or from the pump to the filter, which also has the pressure regulator. This little clip holds the pressure regulator in. Like I said, the kit comes with one with all the new O-rings you're gonna need. So that all just pops right in. The clip goes on, so it holds it in. And then your fuel filter also comes with a new O-ring that goes between this black housing and the white housing. You slide the filter in, then it goes the O-ring, and this little metal clip here holds it all together. And then here's that hose clamp, and then also that that housing, or that fitting I had to put on that pushes into that black housing. That has an O-ring on it. I replaced it because mine was a little old. That did not come in the kit, but I just used the one from this side because my new check valve had one. They're a little different. One's squared and one's kind of rounded off, but they're the exact same size, and this fitting is in there. Can't do it with one hand, but that fitting is in there in the housing pretty daggone tight. So hopefully it'll hold the pressure. I'm gonna do my best to show you guys how it slides into the tank. And you can see I installed my new check valve. Also, please don't give me too hard of a time about the rust around my tank. There's no rust in the tank, just on the outside of it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide it in here like this. You slide, you're gonna wanna turn. And it's kind of hard to do with one hand. Doing my best here, folks. Turn. Eventually kind of pop down in there. Oops. I'm gonna put the camera down for a second, I think. Nope, there it goes. And sorry people. All right, now it's in. Now all you gotta do is get that check valve out of the way. The fuel sock should just unfold, which is pretty nice. And then right over here, get this thing lined up, and then just slide it down and snap it in, and then you're good to go. Sorry, that was a pretty rough shot, you guys, but here you go. See, it's snapped in. Check valve hose is in from the pump to the filter housing. You guys probably can't see it, but as mentioned, that sock straightened right on out. And then the kit also comes with a new tank gasket for the top plate, so that'll also go on. And that's my install video. Let me know if you have any questions.